And turning now to tariff turmoil, people in Metro Detroit and across the country are bracing for President Trump's biggest round of tariffs yet. He's expected to make big announcements solidifying the taxes tomorrow. The impact expected to be felt across several industries, including pharmaceutical, alcohol, even shipping. But number one to Michigan, the auto industry, and the century-long relationship it has had with Canada. I spoke with city and state leaders at a conference today who crafted a final attempt for the administration to consider other options. The annual State of the Region conference at One Campus Martius was filled with a panel of dignitaries in a state of concern for the region.
This year's event was really focused on what's going to happen in 2025, and our relationship with Canada and tariffs are the number one thing on that list.
A lot of concern?
A lot of concern because we're at this disproportionate economic risk. We're at a disproportionate risk for more unemployment. We're at a disproportionate risk for shrinking our economy because of these federal policies.
The conference coming on the heels of this letter sent to the White House by Detroit Regional Chamber CEO Sandy Barua, along with Mich Auto Executive Director Glenn Stevens Jr., that details how tariffs could take a unique toll on Michigan.
We're overexposed because of our proximity to Canada. We have a very integrated supply chain that's been built over 100 years. It's not going to be unraveled in the spate of 2 or 3, 4 months or years.
Talk about the urgency, what you felt behind that letter, what it meant to you to get that out.
We wrote a letter, Secretary of Commerce, Treasury, and also U.S. Trade Rep, to express that to them, the importance of how complex this industry is, the importance of it, and urging them to slow down, take a different approach.
Any response yet?
No, and frankly, we're not expecting a direct response. Our goal is to make sure our congressional delegation knows where we stand, and we want, the Secretary of Commerce, the Treasury Secretary, the USTR rep to understand that the policies that they are contemplating are going to cost Michigan voters a lot of economic progress.
A man once responsible for the progress of Michigan on the panel as well, former Governor Jim Blanchard, who was also a former ambassador to Canada. Being on today's panel, what your angle was and what it meant to you?
Well, my presentation is to underscore the importance of U.S.-Canada relations, Michigan-Ontario relations, Detroit and Windsor. We have this successful partnership, and it's totally foolish to try to put it in jeopardy by really untrue claims.
The Consul General of Canada in Detroit, Colin Bird, also on that panel. So much here at stake.
Yeah, definitely so much at stake.
Sure.
Any sense of how that letter was received by the White House so far?
Well, also talking to Glenn Stevens Jr., he said that they do understand what the administration is trying to do, border safety, manufacturing, bolstering, of course, jobs in America. They say they're all here for that, but they do not want to see this relationship between U.S., Canada, and Mexico enabled and even crippled.
Yeah, makes sense. Terrific reporting. Thank you, partner.
All right, thank you.